Hello, I'm James Whittington-Phillips, and this is week 4 of the Devising Reflective Logs. And so this week we've made a major step in terms of our devised piece that we're going to tour, as we've pretty much decided on what we're going to do. And so each of us this week was in the group was tasked to come up with a pitch. My pitch was of 3 different ones, so I said we could do a gangster type performance based on, the Peaky Blinders, Love or Obey. Love or Obey being completely devised, which was a thing done with completely devised text as far as I know. They didn't have a script, and everything was spontaneous, and everything just came out of the blue, and it's like, you name it, they said it, they filmed it, and it was in the film, and I quite enjoyed that film. The second pitch I made was a comedy, so a lot of it by Aid Edmondson and Rick Mail. So Bottom, Filthy Rich and Camp Flap, the Dangerous Brothers and the Young Ones, and stuff along those lines. And then the third pitch we came up with was what I came up with was some tales. So I suggested stuff like Treasure Island, A Christmas Carol, and Peter Pan as well, and stuff like that. And for the whole discussion, it's like everyone seemed hell bent on my character being killed off in the end, which I think I managed to talk them out of. But such is life. We pretty much got to discussing, and it's like eventually we've come out with 3 stories. We're gonna do a mixture of the 3 stories: A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, Little Matchstick Girl, and The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen. And so literally it's just also from here it's like we just started brainstorming, just coming up with ideas that we want to do, and I think from here is quite literally from here what we're going to need to do is just start creating stuff and figuring out how it's all going to fit together, and just start looking at how we're going to make these stories fit together, because none of them actually have natural links. So we're going to decide what we're going to take from here, what we're going to take from there. It's like what we want from here, what we want from there, and just basically just create what we want, as it were, from basically just from these 3 stories, and take different ideas and how we're going to make them fit together. I think what went well this week is the fact that we've managed to get a solid idea of what we're going to do now, and we're going to start to, and it has now given us the foundation of what to do moving forward, and it's going to allow us to basically given us a base to start building up from, and it allows us to basically start to create things. Moving forward, especially for me, I want to try and run, as is like one of my suggestions, I want to try and run as much with A Christmas Carol as I can, and just sort of start suggesting, because also one of the things we discussed is we want to make it a musical piece. So also starting to look for songs we can use, especially like songs from that work for like characters like Scrooge in the Christmas Carol. And I think one of the inspirations I'm going to take from is the version of Scrooge with Albert Finney in it, which is one of the first musical versions made, and it's like especially it's like some of the songs in there. It's like I hate people, and there's like thank you very much, and there's like I like life. And I'm just gonna try and suggest as many of those as I can, which is because it's like there's some of the ones it's like yep, want to do that. Moving forward that's what we're gonna do, is not to basically just start to build the shot for that and start to develop the worlds, as it were. And that will conclude week 4 of the Devising Reflective Logs.